What is going on YouTube? Hater back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we will be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So guys, yesterday the markets were continuing to consolidate, and it almost seems like we've now entered some interesting patterns here. Kind of the markets as of last night and this morning have actually started to kind of differ from where we have our technical indicators drawn on. You can see here on XRP, we have ever so slightly started a trend outside of resistance here, which is totally fine as we have not completed any sort of bull flag or descending fractal here. So we're going to go into today's video and kind of fine tune the charts a little bit. Everything that we have drawn, as you know, we started drawing this very early on within XRP, and there is going to be some room for change, which is what we're seeing today. And we're just going to move things around and get a better overview of what exactly is forming here. And it's not just for XRP. We're going to have to look at things like Ethereum. We're going to look at Bitcoin, which you can clearly see is starting to trend out, but does that mean we've actually broken out? That's what we're going to have to figure out today, as well as looking at the S&P 500, which just day after day after day just keeps heading higher and higher and higher, which is by no means a good thing. I mean, like, if we go back a couple of months from now or even years from now, we really don't get overbought that often. Last time was in 2018, and you can see when we entered extreme overbought markets here, like when we were trading at about 85 on the RSI, we fell immediately after from 2,800 points all the way down to 25. So, you know, that's kind of what happens after we become overbought. Same thing happened in 2019 here when we were overbought on this level. You can see not so much on this one. That's actually not true, but you can see almost immediately after, though, we tanked. That was 2020, though. So I want to like go back into prior movements here when markets weren't that bad. I mean, it's interesting. Like right here was the top. We did correct downwards. It was a small one, and we continued upwards here. But usually when we are extremely overbought, you can see it typically calls for a correction, especially when we're above moving average, which you can see we are very much so above today. So I would likely think correction is definitely due or around the corner for the S&P 500 here. Now, with that being said, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, yesterday we made a video basically saying that a breakout could be coming this week for XRP, as this is what appears to be the second bull flag bull run forming on the XRP charts here, and that's what we're going to have to go over in today's episode. A quick refresh of the top 10 cryptos shows the market is up 11% today, which is absolutely nuts, trading at $1.61 trillion here. And I'm actually kind of confused where they're getting these charts here, because not much has actually moved. Maybe there's definitely other cryptos. I mean, 11% in the past 24 hours. I have to where are we seeing that? Okay, so it's a lot of the altcoins that are seeing this movement here. And I'm actually extremely surprised that Helium has managed to move up 74% in the past couple of days here, because Helium specifically is a cryptocurrency that we've purchased years or many, many, many months ago. So it's nice to see that we're actually seeing some sort of, holy cow, some sort of pretty solid comeback. Obviously, we're nowhere near the peak of $45, but to go from $1.47 all the way up to $9 is definitely huge. So I'm going to have to check my account because I have my miners hooked up. I haven't been using them in a long time, but they're definitely hooked up and working. So I'm going to have to check those out in a minute with you guys, or later on, and I'll update you guys later. But definitely interesting to see that there is some sort of pump within a lot of the altcoins. It's like the altcoin market is exploding here. A lot of the altcoins are pumping. The major cryptos haven't, which is fine, but it's definitely interesting to see that we are starting to see an 11% rally here. So that's a bit odd if you ask me. Well, we'll check that out a little bit later. Now, moving forward from that, I do need to update these charts here on XRP and a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. And I'm really shocked 75% for Helium is just mind-boggling. But looking at this here, we need to extend this out ever so slightly, pull this down ever so slightly. You can see now how things are starting to make a bit more sense. We haven't actually broken outside of the bull flag formation here. We are just consolidating lower, which is totally cool if you ask me here. There's nothing weird or different with that market. We just needed to slightly tweak this. You can see here the constant confirmations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this could very well be number 6. We could probably even had a number 6 for right now here. Just for the time being, we'll see if this now forms number 6, because we did have the 5th bull flag right here. Whether or not this is a continued pattern here within one, or if this is just the breakout that we had here, regardless of the fact, this could be the next one forming. This is a bull flag formation here, lower high, lower low, pulling us back down a moving average here. We are due for definitely a pump at some point or another. Notice here we started at about 61, now we're down to 60, so not much of a movement here. Flatlined out at about 46 in the RSI. Like I said before, we're just patiently waiting for XRP to close above the yellow band of resistance here, which will be soon, because we're very much so that much closer, just a few days away from retesting or playing around with the moving average, with the daily support, and with the price floor very soon. And then a decision's going to have to be made. Are we going to break out, or are we going to dump? And when that time and that decision comes, we'll be prepared, because we have BidFi to leverage trade XRP. For those that don't know, BidFi is the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. BidFi has allowed me to buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, and even take profits on XRP trades, which not many exchanges offer. So XRP Breakout is right around the corner. I'm literally telling you, it's right around the corner. And if you're not prepared and you haven't signed up for BidFi, you are going to miss out on this. It's literally that simple. Even if you're a little skeptical about trading, there's a few things you can definitely take advantage of. So for those that are going to get in on this XRP breakout, which is going to happen very soon, because we're almost at the bottom of this bull flag formation, and you can see we're consolidating here, trying to break through resistance. Not only can you take advantage of the trades on BidFi, BidFi is offering up to $2,888 in free cryptocurrency by signing up with that link in the description of my video here. But beyond that, they even have a demo account, which will let you get familiar with the platform. So if you're going to sit this one out and not actually trade because you're skeptical, then you might as well, and you watch these videos, then you might as well sign up to BidFi for free. It's free, and then use the demo account to get familiar with the trades that we're talking about here. Literally click this, go down to XRP, and now you have the option to leverage trade XRP risk-free using their demo Monopoly money. They give you $50,000 in free Monopoly money to test your skills and get familiar with the platform. Then when you're ready, you can switch to the real cryptocurrency trading account you can see right here. So make sure to take advantage of this down in the description below. And moving forward into today's video, we are still consolidating very much so on Ethereum here, but notice there's a new kind of bull flag forming here on XRP. There's definitely some sort of downtrend that we can draw, or sorry, on Ethereum here. A downtrend, or two at the most here. You can see kind of this fractal that's forming here. It's a very small one. It's inside of an uptrend here, this ascending fractal, and you can see kind of the downtrend that's taking place here. So there's another flag or fractal forming here that's taking place. And once again, if you want to play it a little more aggressive, you could wait for this to break through. And then we're going to probably get stopped out at resistance up here in green, but it could enlist a breakout here. It's very possible. Just expect turbulence at this level, and then maybe we'll go higher. Otherwise, we are probably just going to break out, continue to consolidate in here, but there is a bull flag to definitely pay attention to. And then we jump into Bitcoin. It's like, I want to say this is not enough for me to buy in just yet. But it doesn't look right if I move it up. So I'm patient on Bitcoin here. There's plenty of resistances it hasn't broken yet, and I think we're going to need that to pan out a bit first. Excuse me, especially when you throw in the S&P, which is probably going to head up higher because that's what it's been doing here. But it is extremely overbought and literally due to correct. It is due to correct. We're about to retest overbought on the S&P or on the weekly charts here. We had a beautiful fractal breakout. It was a literally textbook bull flag breakout to the upside here. So it was very easy to see this one coming. And we're very close to breaking through all-time highs. But we need to consolidate. We are way too high up, in my opinion. Just looking at the markets here in the past here, we don't really scale this high above the moving average. It's possible, but we do need to correct. It is a bit high up. At least I would like to see consolidation for the next coming months. Like even if we do something like this and it ends us into mid-July here, this would be so much helpful. Or maybe we end up higher, but we just come back down at some point to use support. That would be the ideal, or the how would I say it? The best case scenario for S&P to continue to keep up with the bull run, but lower itself so it's not so overbought. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. See you in tomorrow's video. Peace.